When you're making a video, you have to make a unique topic. So I was considering, what's something that nobody has ever done a YouTube video about? Ever. So today we're going to talk about chess. Chess is a great game. It's very nice. I love playing it. Watch. I'll play a game against the engine right now. So like I said, chess is a terrible game that needs fixing, and so in this video that's what we're going to do. The problem with chess as I see it is that it's inherently a very limited game. There are only about 500 million trillion legal positions, and that's not enough for me. For too long have pieces been burdened by the shackles of existing solely on integer coordinates. I say, let them be free, bounded only by the coordinates 0, 0, and 8, 8. I say, let us have infinite legal positions. I say, let us play real valued chess.
Okay, but how do you define that?
That's a great question. We should start by interpolating a normal chessboard. This is normal chess, and this is two interpolated chess. I'm not going to flesh out this game fully due to time constraints, although it's certainly interesting in its own right. What I am going to say is the general gist is pieces can move in between the points they used to be able to move to. So rook's movement would be expanded from this to this, pawns from this to this, and so on. It's much more annoying to pin down pieces in this variant. Many standard checkmates are no longer possible. Back rank, rook and king, etc. The king can just escape. It is possible to force checkmate with both rooks and king participating actively, but it's more fiddly. And this fiddliness only gets worse as you interpolate the board more. With 3 interpolated chess, it's impossible to force checkmate even with both rooks. The problem is too many hidey holes. In normal chess you have situations like this, where a piece is attacked such that it can't escape. And in highly interpolated chess that becomes much more difficult, to the point of impossibility. So how do we make real value chess without succumbing to this problem? Well, there are a couple of solutions to this. 1. Hitboxes. I can capture a piece if I land within a certain radius of it. This has been done before, so I'll ignore it. Number 2. Expanding pieces' ranges. For example, we can expand the rook's range from this to this, so it can go slightly diagonally, but just barely, and so on and so forth. The one quirk I had to introduce to these rules to make them play nicely as a game was for pawns. They still get hitboxes, which nobody can move through except knights. This is to stop this from happening. And that's basically it. How well does it play? I'll let you judge that for yourself. The rest of this video is going to be clips of me playing it with a friend and pointing out various strategies used along the way. So, enjoy.
I'm very knowledgeable at chess, as you can tell.
Nobody's knowledgeable at this chess.
There we go.
Alright.
If I were to move it here,
Yeah.
would your knight be able to capture that? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, so I can capture that area. So no, you'd be safe.
Alright, then we'll do that.
You know, it's nice to know that a lot of the things from normal chess still carry over.
Indeed.
So if I'm here, I think I can capture both of these pawns.
That is what it looks like.
No, I was incorrect. I can't take this. I can't take this pawn.
Oh, you can't?
No. Because I'm just a little bit too far down. First blood. But wait, hang on. I think the other pawn can capture. I think you can just about capture me. Drat.
My master plan, it's all coming together. Put you in check with my biblically accurate bishop.
I call him Octo Bishop.
We lost our bishop.
See, this would have been a lot cleaner if there were actually like a program where you could play it on, but I'm not that skilled at coding. Almost certainly it's very dumb. But what's chess for if not to be very dumb?
Exactly.
Huh. Yeah, we can go for a queen exchange. Okay, I really like bishops in this game. I think they're pretty good.
They're very interesting.
I'm wishing I had more.
Don't we both?
Okay. Okay, now you're in check again.
Here.
So that's the spot where it'd have to be so you couldn't escape at all. And obviously, then you could just take me if I were there.
Yeah. You'd have to find a way to defend your queen.
You have a rook here. You could have just taken my queen. Just back over here, I guess. I see your devious plan. I don't, but
I didn't account for this.
it was a very good move except for the one small problem that it was illegal. The thing with this is I'm not even sure whether a knight for a bishop is an equal trade anymore. Because like, the bishop has got to be way more overpowered than the knight. Wait, so after all that happened, I came out ahead? I have more pawns?
Apparently.
I'm not sure I'll be able to keep that for long, though.
I can't.
I've been a doofus. I want to see where this goes. I'm not confident this is going to work, but let's try it out. So check.
This game has really turned on me. And that is checkmate.
That is game. Good game, good game.
It
It was certainly an interesting game.
I agree.